Runway 1510, turn right onto Bravos, left onto Hotel 2, hold short runway 1634. Right onto Bravo, then left onto Hotel 2, hold short runway 16, 1510.
It's not. I'm connected as an observer, so other traffic can't see me. So tonight this is just fancy plane spotting. I'm in absolutely no control position whatsoever.
Dublin approach, American 722 is established. ILS runway 28. From 722 to surface wind 270 knots, runway 28, you're clear for runway 28, close the line of American 722.
Yep. Ops 1, readability 5.
Around 510 to the left, yeah. Yep, left turn, next left, straight ahead, cross runway 1634, Hotel 1 for stand 1.
I say getting set up, guys. Sorry.
Runway 1510, could you please repeat that? Runway 1510, so straight ahead, cross runway 1634 and taxi stand the choice. Or cross runway ahead, taxi stand the right choice, runway 1510.
Yeah. All right, hang on. This is, as I said, I'm still getting set up here, so it's not like. And Dublin approach Ops 1, radio check.
Ops 1, readability 5.
Ops 1, roger. I actually lost the access road. Hang on. AC23, explain, this isn't a thing, this is just a thing I'm doing. I'm connected as an observer so no ground traffic can actually see me. Just a bit of crack, C23.
Welcome to Dublin. Items up to 2, welcome to Dublin, turn right onto Bravo, straight ahead, cross runway 1634. Bravo 1, stand 407.
Bit of plane spotting as well.
Okay, taxi to Bravo, straight ahead, cross runway 24, and then Bravo 1, stand 407.
Dublin approach, Ops 1.
Ops 1, Dublin approach, pass message.
Dublin approach, Ops 1, we're just by Bravo looking to enter Bravo for a quick taxiway inspection from Echo 7 back to Mike.
Ops 1, roger, proceed on to Bravos and remain, hold short runway 2 at all times.
Proceed on to Bravo's, hold short 2 at all times, Ops 1. No, ATC or the pilots can't see me, we're just role playing it. So I'm connected as an observer, so I can see the other aircraft, but ATC and the other pilots can't see me. So as far as the pilots coming in and out are concerned, they can't see me at all. Because I'd probably get slapped with another YouTube ban for music copyright. Already did that. It is a weird car. Yeah, I'm on TeamSpeak with the controllers, so they know. As you can see, we've got a radio panel here as well, so I can tune into the different frequencies and monitor them. Yeah, I have a similar car. Yeah, it's a Pajero. Well, it's a very compact looking Pajero. Oh, that's harsh, C23, that's harsh. So what we plan to do is we'll roleplay operations just around the airfield, and when aircraft come into land and take off, we get a nice position for them. Yeah, I'll go request a runway inspection here now in a second. I'm just doing an inspection of Bravo. I told him we'd hold short to beam Mike. Cheers for follow, Scorpio, appreciate it. Dumb Tower, Ops 1.
Ops 1, go ahead.
Ops 1, we're beam Mike. We're looking to do a quick runway inspection of 2810 via runway 16 and Bravo.
Ops 1, roger, proceed Mike onto runway 16 and onto runway 28. Listen at all times, report vacated.
Okay, we proceed Mike, runway 16 and runway 28 for the inspection, Ops 1. Okay, so he cleared us on Mike and runway 16 and down to runway 28. I don't think there's anybody at the airport. That's what I'll do for that's what I'll do now for the runway inspection. Yeah, I saw them. And Dublin approach Officer 1, we're entering runway 28 for runway inspection. We'll vacate at Echo 7.
Also, now do listen out frequency report vacated.
Runway inspection, and we'll listen out, call vacated also. Alright, so the approach is clear. I know it kind of sounds like a plane, but looking out for any FOD.
Okay.
Oh, looks like we didn't get enough speed to take off. And on approach, Ops 1.
Ops 1, pass message.
Ops 1, we've vacated runway 28. Runway is clear of all obstructions and foreign object debris. We're just vacating now into Bravo, and we're looking to go Bravo back to the foreground.
Ops 1, Roger, proceed on the Bravos. Mike to left onto the fire station and then clear of runway 28.
Okay, via the Bravos back to the foreground, and we remain clear of 28 all times. Ops 1. I actually don't think we have any arrivals at the minute. I'll go get a good spot once the arrivals start coming in. I'm trying to keep it under 80 kilometers. I think that's kilometers in a. All right, so we're back onto the apron road. So we don't need ATC clearance because we're not crossing the ATC line. So we're back on a service road. Alright, so we're going to continue on the perimeter road and see where it takes us. Let's see where this takes us. It's probably just to the ATC. Well, at least you're getting a tour of the airport on the ground anyway. Oh, looks like it's bringing us behind the ATC centre, is it? Oh, no, there's hangars here. That's an active taxiway. Dublin approach, Ops 1.
Ops 1, Dublin passed message.
We're just on the operations road and we're looking to cross Romeo.
Ops 1, clear cross Romeo.
Clear cross Romeo, Ops 1. Yeah, so we're gonna see where this service road takes us. I think it's gonna take us around runway 16. But we're on the perimeter anyway. That's the perimeter fence. And that looks like the ILS for runway 16. Well, I've the ATC tuned in, but I just don't think there's any arrivals at the minute. So. Alright, so we keep going straight ahead, I'd say. Yeah, this looks like it's bringing us across the threshold for runway 16. Yeah, it's the approach lighting for 16. I wonder actually how much of the service road I can go around without actually having to contact ATC without passing the proverbial ATC line. Yeah, head out onto the F50. Alright, so we're just north of the airport. Yeah, Philippe. Okay, so the service road's continuing on here. We'll see where it takes us. Yeah, we're well north, on the north side of the airport now anyway. Steerling is hangars. I'll just see if this service road connects up with a apron service road.
Nordic 56.
Now we'll stay on this road. He's going to take us around here now. He's going to stop here a sec. Alright, we continue on. I'm actually surprised there's no traffic at the minute. Yeah, Ross, there's a couple coming in, alright. I think they're about 10-15 minutes out. So I'm just going to see where this service road takes me. Okay, looks like it's going to take me back. Well, I obviously won't be interacting with any aircraft, so... Ah, yes, okay, we've joined a service road here, so... Dublin control is on. Yeah, I'll turn off the lights. I can actually see the service road better with the lights off. Shamrock, I don't show up for VATSIMers. I'm connected as an observer, so I can see them, but they won't be able to see me. Okay. Oh.
On approach, good evening, Ryanair 5771.
Oh, we've got traffic.
Flight level 132 for flight level 80. Ryanair 5771, Dublin, I've had the flight clear direct ramp mode, descend
It is
altitude 3,000 feet, QNH is 1,000. Descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1,000, could you repeat the point, Ryanair 5771? Ryanair 5771, lap mode, Lima, Alpha, Papa, Mike. Direct lap mode, Ryanair 5771.
Okay. If I go this way or right? I'm gonna go right. No, Yard Dog. I'm just connected as an observer. For Dash, it's not a game, it's just VATSIM. So if I'd gone under there, this is where I would have ended up. Okay. Are we going to go around Pier 2? I think. Okay. We go around. I don't know, there might be traffic connected. Oh, I hear a plane. Oh, there's one.
Runway 5771, turn left heading 80 degrees.
Left 180, runway 5771.
We'll go by the Speedbird.
Runway 5771, turn left heading 150 degrees.
150, runway 5771.
I can do runway inspections, my airspace, stuff like that, but I coordinated with the air traffic control on TeamSpeak with him, so. Because that's British Airways connected up. Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's just role playing. That's all it is. I mean, obviously, I'm not able to do anything. I mean, he can't even see me because I'm connected as an observer. My airspace, no, I don't talk on frequency either. I talk on TeamSpeak. We role play it on TeamSpeak, so I don't even talk over the frequency. So as far as that pilot is concerned, he won't even know I'm here. So I think there's a couple of arrivals coming in, so I'm just going to try set up to watch them. So we're heading down now towards the cargo ramp. Yeah, it's just a bit of crack. That's all it is. Like I said, it's a shame now it's not a bit busier.
Runway 5771, turn right heading 250 degrees.
So as you can hear, there's traffic on the way.
250, runway 5771.
So we're down at the cargo ramp. Yeah, freeware. Oh, I don't think this is a service road, so I'll do a 180. Kind of looks like it's a service road, but I don't think it is.
Runway 5771, turn right heading 310 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 28, report established.
Okay, there's traffic landing.
Right 310, cleared ILS 28, will report established, Ryanair 5771.
Yeah. No, I think that, yeah, I think that's the end of this road as well. Okay. So, we swing around again. I'll keep going this way now. See if I can get a service road that's close to the runway. That looks like it ends there too. Yep.
Ryanair 5771 established.
Oh, there he is.
Runway 5771, surface wind 270 degrees, 24 knots, runway 28, clear to land.
Yeah, try get. I don't need to
Cleared
go.
from runway 28, Ryanair 5771.
I don't need to go on the spotting road. I can go on the perimeter road.
Clear approach, speedboat 542, or heading to hit your descent to 8,000 feet.
Speedboat 295, Dublin, hello, turn left heading 230 degrees.
Turn left heading 230 degrees, speedboat Airfield.
Ah, where is he? Okay. Okay, there he is. I'll just move the camera around.
Speedboat 295, descends altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1,000.
Below 3,000 feet and increase to 1,000, speedboat Airfield.
Alright, so it looks like he's on his way in. Is he still there?
Speedboat 295, turn right heading 240 degrees.
Turn right from 240 degrees, speedboat Airfield.
Want to kind of get an actual out of memory error with this?
There's speedboat 295, I'll be towards
Yeah, Monka, hang on, I'll get you a link for it.
sequence.
Speedway 295 negative, just continue on your present heading.
That's the link for the Pajero, which is what I'm using.
Dublin approach speed evening Jersey 127 with you, flight level 100.
Jersey 127 Dublin, hello, landing runway 28, descend, flight level 80.
That's fine.
Oh, there he is. I was looking the wrong way. My airspace note, the pilots and ATC cannot see me, but I'm communicating with the controller in TeamSpeak. Oh, okay, there he is. So we're just on the service road for the approach lights.
295, and right heading 250 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 28, report established.
Regards to 4428 and from heading to report established. Speed 295.
Jersey descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1,000 hectopascals, and turn right heading 170 degrees.
That's 5,000 and right heading 170. Could you just repeat the QNH for Jersey 127?
Jersey 127, QNH is 1,000 hectopascals.
1,000 hectopascals, thanks, Jersey 127. Speedbird 295, fully established for 28.
Speedbird 295, roger, continue, speed to 20 knots.
Continue speed 220 knots, Speedbird 295.
I think there's another inbound, so I might stay here.
Ryanair 5771, vacated.
Ryanair 5771, thanks, turn right Bravo, to the left on Hotel 2, hold short runway 134.
Turn right Bravo, left hotel, hold short runway 1634, Ryanair 5771.
I think we've another aircraft establishing. So we might just stay here another few minutes. Oh, somebody's requesting push and start. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, Monka, I'm basically logged in as an observer, so as I said, I'm just role-playing the operations thing. I'm in talks with the air traffic controller in TeamSpeak, so he knows what I'm doing. Yeah, I think there's somebody departing as well. So where we are, we're on the service road for runway 28. So they're the approach lights for runway 28.
Jersey 210 knots, turn right heading 240 degrees.
Riding 240, speed 210 knots, Jersey 127.
Yeah, Monka, just as if you're riding a normal
295 speed,
freeware add-on aircraft.
0 knots, maintain until 4 miles from touchdown.
Speed 160, so we can speed until 4 miles.
Yeah, my airspace, that's one of the reasons why I'm not moving over to P3D yet. There's not a decent AI pack available for it, and yeah, Dublin hasn't been updated either, so. Like, I'll be fully moving over to P3D version 4 once a lot more stuff
Jersey
come to it.
127, descend 3000 feet, turn right heading 260 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 28 report established. 3000 riding 260 and cleared ILS approach, runway 28, Jersey 127. Speedbird 295, cleared to land, runway 280, surface wind 270 degrees, 24 knots.
Hey, Jerspano. Just role-playing operations. Airfield operations. So I'm connected as an observer.
Runway 5771, cross runway 1634, Hotel 1, Link 4. You'll be given way to a company aircraft from right to left, going to Link 5, taxi stand of choice.
Cross runway 1634, Hotel 1, Link 4, give way to the traffic lane from right to left, Link 5, standard choice, Ryanair 5771.
Right, once this guy lands, we move on the perimeter road, see if we can go down a bit, see if we can get a better spot for next arrival and departure. I think we might get this arrival before the departure goes. Yeah, Shamrock coming up to Belfast once or twice.
And Runway 5771, just hold position there, hold position.
Hold in position, Ryanair 5771.
Ooh, that's a long flight.
Speed about 295, can you the wind check, please?
Wind check 270 degrees, 24 knots.
Thanks.
Runway 5771 after the company
there
from
he is.
left, hills pass, continue straight ahead, Link 4, started choice.
I think that's another aircraft.
After company aircraft left to right, continue ahead, Link 4, standard choice, Ryanair 5771.
Yeah, Dottie. I'll drive on the perimeter, see if I can see the mound.
Jersey 127, speed 160 knots or less until 4 miles from touchdown.
160 till 40 me, Jersey 127.
Jersey 127, monitor 129.170, he'll contact you shortly.
17, thanks, Jersey 127.
Speedbird 295, once vacated, monitor 129.170.
We're up.
Oh, we switch frequencies there now in the second once he lands. Oh, it's Ryanair about to depart. Alright, we'll see if we can get a better look. Say 12917.
Thanks, vacate next right. Repeat next right. Turn into vehicle. Speedboard 295 is equal 5. Speedboard 295, roger. Right, Jersey 127, continue approach. Traffic is on the road. The surface wind 270 degrees 25 at a maximum gust of 39 knots. Continue approach. We have the traffic. Jersey 127.
I'd say we're going to miss the Ryanair departing. I think he's rolling there. Trim through the windbreaker.
Speedboard 295, continue to stand 121. 0295, roger, taxi left onto Mike 2, cross runway 1634, Mike 1 to stand 121. Okay, taxi Mike 2 to 1634.
Yeah, there he goes. We missed him.
Jersey 127, clear land, runway 2 into left wind 270 degrees 25 at maximum gust of 39 knots. Click on runway 28, Jersey 127.
Alright, we'll take the next service road to the right. See if we can get to Jersey. Yeah, I'm just going to take the next service road here to the right.
Okay.
Nope, they wouldn't see me at all. Okay, here's the service road.
Speedboat 295, this one short one.
Because I'm connected as an observer.
Speedboat 295, clear to cross from 1634 to stand 121. Repeat this cross from 1634.
Yeah, the truck is vibrating.
Speedboat 295 is on the gate, down. Speedboat 295, sometimes closed, thanks for finding still don't have a good evening, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
His lights are blinding.
No problem, thank you, bye-bye.
Yeah, Monka, if you're connected as an observer, nobody can see you. Oh, he's one engine shut down, okay.
Jersey 127, welcome to the taxi straight ahead, Hotel 2, hold short, runway 1634. Hotel, hold short, 1634, Jersey 127. Jersey 127, cross runway 1634, Hotel 1, link 4 to stand 204.
Oh yeah, just man, it's always
Cross
like that the first time we do it.
1634, Hotel, and can you just confirm the stand for Jersey 127? Jersey 127, stand 204. Thanks, Jersey 127.
And Dublin, Ops 1.
Ops 1, Dublin, pass your message.
Ops 1, we're at the west, looking to do a runway inspection, runway 2810.
Ops 1, by the west point, clear to enter runway 28, listen out at all times, report vacated.
By West Point, clear to enter runway 28, we'll listen out at all times, Ops 1. Yeah, Monka, it's got a radio, fully working radio. Oddly enough, where you would expect to find a radio in a vehicle. Shane has to be the ATR. Alright, so we're going to do 180 here and do the runway inspection. Airspeed's building. No, Shane, well, yeah, flight 1 ATR, but as soon as Milviz finish their ATR, it'll be the go-to ATR. Okay, we keep her at 100 miles an hour. Looking out for any foreign object debris. You're on, no, pilots cannot see me, no. This has all been done through roleplay with the controller through TeamSpeak, so he's fully aware of what I'm doing. And roleplaying with him. Yeah, Shane, Milviz, they're going to be releasing an ATR probably next year at some point. Try to turn on the lights while I'm doing it, so I can actually see if there's anything there. And Dublin, Ops 1.
Ops 1, Dublin, go ahead.
Ops 1, once we're finished on the 10 end, we'd like to do a 180 and go back down again to the 28 threshold.
Ops 1, listen at all times.
Okay.
Report the threshold.
Pro threshold 28, listen out at all times, Ops 1. Oh, that didn't mean that to happen. Alright, so we go back down the other way. Hey Steve, how you doing? So I think there should be... Yeah, it's FSX. Okay, so there should be another arrival 10 minutes out, 10-15 minutes out. You're on, yeah, I can go back onto the service roads in the apron. just hang on. Alright, so that's the runway inspection complete. I'm going to head back to the ramp now. Dublin, Ops 1.
Ops 1, go ahead.
Runway inspection complete, and we're looking to go back to stand 401 by Alpha.
Ops 1, roger, report on stand 401.
Okay, by Alpha, calling stand 401, Ops 1. Okay, so we're going to rejoin the service road on stand 401. Dublin Ops 1 were vacated all runways and taxiways on 404.
Ops 1, roger, and when you're ready, there's been a report of FOD at link 3 between Fox 3 and Fox 2, so when you're able, can you just have a look, please?
Okay, we call you Operations 1. Alright, we're back on the service road now, on Pier 1. Actually, that British Airways 747 that was there, I don't think he departed. No, I don't think he departed at all. Yeah, turn off the lights and maybe see the service road better.
Oh, wait.
Where does that service road go? We'll have a look. I don't think I've crossed the ATC line, so I don't think I need ATC clearance for here, do I? Oh, actually, I might. Now we go around. Obviously, it's not modelled. In case anybody didn't know what airport we're at. My go-to plane, Shane, that has a good mix of steam gauges and digital, is the SimCheck A300, but I don't think it's compatible with P3D. So if you have FSX, yeah, the SimCheck A300 is a good mix, especially with the FMC add-on. No UK Aviation, it's Payware by Aerosoft. Unfortunately, it's not freeware.
Dublin Control, good evening. Speaker 229 Alpha with information kilo descending to going through flight level 220 for 7,000 feet. Sorry.
No Ryanair's parked here either.
Speaker 229 Alpha, Dublin Control, slow, descend flight level 150, battery 1 Lima arrival, landing runway 28.
Send to flight level 150, battery 1 Lima arrival. And expect runway 28, Speedway 229.
I'm not, I'm on the left hand side. Oh, looks like we got a Ryanair. Landing. So he's loaded up. What stand is he on? 122. Okay, well, if we step out, that happens. But we'll step out and have a look at him anyway. Yeah, there's no ground services for him. I'm sure he has his own anyway. Alright, well, he hasn't called up yet, so we'll keep going. I imagine Heathrow will be better for this, but... Oh, there's Ops 1. Cheers for the fast food, appreciate it. Bono. Lost the service road.
Speedbird 229 Alpha, descent level 70.
descend 570, speed with 29 Alpha.
And we're back on the service road. Alright, so on this service road, I don't think we have to contact ATC because the taxiway is there, but I think we just have to give way to all aircraft. So we just have to keep an eye out. But we're tuned into the frequency, and there's really only one on the ground to worry about, so. And he's not pushing back, he hasn't even called for clearance yet, so. I've been advised the next arrival is a 777, so we're going to head back towards the runway so you can get a good spot. Actually, we're going to take that a service road back there, see where that leads us. So again, don't need ATC clearance here, I'm sure, but we'll have to just give way to all arriving and departing aircraft. It's weird, right? I've had this scenery for years. I've controlled using this scenery for years. And it's still a brand new experience driving around. So that's the Ryanair looking for. That's the Ryanair looking for his clearance. So now I know where that road goes.
Airfield to landing Gatwick, Exxon 1 Alpha departures, squawk 6626. Since Gatwick Dexon, after departure runway 28, hoping 6626, round runway tango. Runway 54 runway tango, read back is correct, got ready for push and start. We'll go runway 5 runway tango.
Cheers for the YouTube sub, Rowan, appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to go back from stand 401, we're going to request clearance to go back to the West Point, where we were a while ago.
Speedway 229 Alpha, clear direct to Apple.
So this is stand 401.
Alright, that moment, Speedway 229 Alpha.
Dublin operations 1.
Ops 1, go ahead.
Ops 1, we're stand 401. We're looking to go back to West Point via Alpha and Echo 2 crossing 1028.
Ops 2, Roger. Taxi Echo 2 and hold short of runway 28.
Taxi Echo 2, hold short of 28, stand 414, apologies, Ops 1. Okay, so we're going to go Alpha Echo 2 back to the west point where we were earlier, where we watched the Jersey. Nobody coming across 16. And Dublin Ops 1, we're at the stop bars, Echo 2. Echo 2, clear across runway 2810 to West Point, and we call you runway vacated Ops 1. Put a bit of speed on it going down the runway.
229 Alpha, descent altitude 1000 feet, QNH 1001.
Descend 3000 feet, QNH 1001, speed with 229 Alpha.
Dublin Ops 1, we are clear runway 1028.
Awesome, thanks.
Alright, so we just get ready for that 777 that's coming in. I don't think the door actually opens. I know the windows. Yeah, windows go up and down. Or you can barely see the window. Nah, I'm not going to shut up the windows. Hey, Matchcon, how you doing? This is quote unquote VATSIM.
Super 229 Alpha, from that mode, trade island, approach runway 28, report established.
Okay, so.
Clear island, runway 28, report established, speed with 229 Alpha.
Alright, so if he's going to lap mode, he's only about 5 minutes out.
Runway 5 for Tango, 122, ready for stop.
Oh, we've
Runway
departure.
4, Romeo Tango, push and start approach, QNH 1002. Who's Valkyrie 12, runway 5 for Tango.
Am I doing your job, Neil, yeah? You might be able to help out, so. Oh, nice. So hopefully he'll report localizer established here soon. But I think that Ryanair we passed earlier is pushing and starting as well. Oh yeah, he's pushing there now. Oh, there he is. I can see his lights. Yeah, there's his lights there, so he's on the way. Have a game of peekaboo. Peekaboo. Okay, so it looks like he's coming up in the ILS now.
Speed for 229 Alpha, establish ILS 28.
Street for 29 now, further surface wind 270 degrees, 26 knots, runway 28, clear to land.
Runway 28, clear to land, speed for 229 Alpha.
No explanation. It doesn't have. Well, if it does have a horn, I haven't been able to get it to work, but I don't think it does. It has lights though, so lights on, lights off. It's got a clock. It's got a beacon, radio, handbrake. I think that's it. And I can put the windows up and down.
Run F5 full rear tango for taxi. Run F5 full Romeo Tango, taxi 5 Papa 1, left turn and enter runway 16.
Alright, so we'll have an arrival and a departure here now.
Hold on down 16, holding short, run F5 for Romeo Tango.
Might actually turn off the engine, see if it stops it jittering around. Did I stop it? Yeah, I turned off the engine. Yeah, I'll turn off the engine because it's kind of jittering. Alright. You're on every time I move, I leave the beacon on. Well, I have the beacon on anyway. But I suppose Neil could probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming if the vehicle is in motion, doesn't matter where it is, the beacon, hazard beacon needs to be on. Alright, so he's on the way. I think Ryanair is going to be taxiing. And Neil, as well, if the service road on the apron, not the one that would hug the terminal, but the service road that's on the apron, you have to give way to all aircraft to have that are manoeuvring and have their beacon on without crossing the ATC line. Oh no, I'm still jittering about. Turn the engine back on, so it makes no difference. I just hope now he doesn't land too short. Oh Jesus, his fucking wingtip is gonna go over me. Holy shit. That's the whole point, random guy. If you're connected up as an observer, you're just that, an observer. So you can see them, but they can't see you.
Speedbird 229 Alpha, welcome to Dublin, Vic Echo 6, taxi right onto Bravo 6.
Vic Echo 6 onto Bravo 6, Speedbird 229 Alpha.
I actually didn't think his wing would be that far over, but... yeah, it was a greaser. Alright, so the Ryanair is going to be taxiing now, so we're going to wait here for him.
Runway 54, Romeo Tango, line up and wait, runway 28.
Wait, runway 28, runway 5, runway 10.
Speedbird 229 Alpha, taxi via Bravo's, hold short runway 1634.
That was a greaser.
Taxi via Bravo, hold short runway 134, Speedbird 229.
And your wingtip came right over my roof. I actually didn't think I was that close.
Runway 54, Romeo Tango, clear takeoff, runway 28, surface wind 270 degrees to 6 knots.
28, runway 5, runway Tango.
Runway 5 for Romeo Tango, 33,000. Runway 5 for Romeo Tango, identify climb for level 230. 230, Runway 5 for Romeo Tango.
And Dublin Ops 1.
Ops 1, last message.
Ops 1, we're at the West Point, looking to enter runway 28 for runway inspection.
Ops 1, West Point, you're clear to enter runway 28, listen out, report vacated.
By West Point, clear to enter runway 28, listen out, and we'll call you vacated again. Operations 1.
Speedbird 229, cross runway 634, Bravos to stand 407, Charlie.
Cross runway 16, Bravo to stand 403, Charlie. Speedbird 229.
Well, I'll try keep 30. Okay, we'll try keep it at 30. I think that's around 30. No, we'll go a little faster than that. So I think there's another aircraft inbound. So yeah, he's cleared down to 3,000 feet. He's on text, so he must be close.
Runway 5 for Romeo Tango, further ATC, on the GH1122-9, safe, thank you, and bye-bye. Can you go much to your snipe there, Runway 5 for Romeo Tango, bye, Charlie.
As I said, I probably really should have the lights on for this. So you would be inspecting into landing traffic. Yeah. Well, I suppose, yeah, that makes sense.
Can I do a maintenance?
Alright, hang on. Shh. Dublin
power.
Dublin Ops 1.
Ops Awesome, go ahead.
We'd like to go back down runway 28 and vacate Echo 2.
Option Roger, report vacated.
Call you vacated Echo 2, Option. No, Neil. I'm connected as an observer, so as far as guys flying in, flying out, they won't even know I'm there. I could be parked right in front of their nose, they could fly straight at me now, they'd never see me. But being connected as an observer, I get to see them, so... As I said, we're just role-playing the controller who's on Dublin at the minute, he's in the same TeamSpeak channel, so we're just role-playing it. So he knows what's going on. Dublin maps one.
Option, go ahead.
Just vacating 1028 Echo 2 and we'd like to go via Alpha back to stand 401. Correction, 414.
Option Roger, report on stand 414.
Echo 2 Alpha for 414, we call you 414. Option. Unfortunately, Neil, probably what I'm doing technically now is against VATSIM rules, but because I'm not talking on frequency and I'm not interfering with other aircraft, the only thing I'm probably guilty of is taking up bandwidth as an observer, but... Dublin Ops 1, we're back stand 404.
Ops 1, Roger.
So we go over see if we can see the Aer Lingus. And we'll go back again then for the next arrival. I think he's about 10 minutes out. Yeah, as you can probably tell, Neil, we're not trying to make it up as we go, but we're trying to keep it what we think it probably is. So we're not as bad as making it up as we go, but we're trying to do it as realistically as possible. Belfast lad, I just put it in TeamSpeak there. It's a Nissan Pajero. Alright, gonna park here a sec, just go and get a drink. Right, and we're back. Hey Dodgy Dog, how you doing? So I don't think there's any other aircraft on the field, but we'll go around and just have a look in. Actually, we'll head back. We'll head back to the west point, and we'll have a look at the arriving aircraft. So we go back to stand 414, and we get ATC clearance to cross the taxiways and runway back to the west point. Yeah, good. Dublin Ops 1.
Ops 1, go ahead.
Ops 1, we're stand 404 looking at cross apron, Echo 2 Alpha back to West Point.
Ops 1, Roger, and just confirm you want to enter runway 28.
Proceed and hold short 2810 Ops 1. Dublin Ops 1, we're at the stop bars Echo 2 for 28.
Ops 1, Roger, hold short runway 28 for landing traffic.
Yeah, get going.
Just confirm you want us to hold short, Ops 1?
Ops 1, negative, expedite crossing runway 28 and report vacated.
Okay, X-ray crossing 28, co-vacated option. Yeah, no, why don't you come on and do it? How and Dublin Ops 1 were vacated runway 1028. Oh, sure, all times, Ops 1.
Dublin Control, good evening, Mr. Shark 348 and Stanley 3 is Nerva J320. Information Lima on board requesting IFR clearance to Geneva.
Tower 348 for good evening to you. Clear to destination Geneva. Tested 5 Alpha departure runway 28. Squawk 6662.
Here at Geneva's flag on Pacific Alpha departure runway 28. Squawk 6662 for Shamrock 348.
Sorry, 348, your readback is correct. Report ready for push and start.
Alright, so there should be another Ryanair landing. I think we've Aer Lingus going to be departing in about 5-10 minutes.
Dublin Control Ryanair 86, go for descending for flight level 180.
And there's another arrival, sounds like.
Ryanair Victor Golf Dublin identified battery 1 Lima arrival landing runway 28. Descend flight level 150. Battery 1 Lima runway 28, descend flight level 150, Ryanair 86 Golf.
This is me role-playing operations vehicle at Dublin Airport, Fabio. So, connected to the network as an observer. Other aircraft can't see me, and I'm doing a radio communications and TeamSpeak with the controller that's on. So.
Alright, Victor Golf descend flight level 70. Descend flight level 70, Ryanair 86 Golf.
Dublin Control, Shamrock 348, ready for business charter.
Shamrock 348, person set approved, QNH 1003.
Business charter approved, QNH 1003, Shamrock 348.
Oh, we've 2 Air Links parked over in Pure B now. Yeah. See Noel on the spotting mount behind me. So the Aer Lingus should be taxiing out here now in a minute. And I think there's another arrival on the way in. I heard somebody call saying they were descending, so should be another arrival.
Alright, Victor Golf, descend altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1003, route direct left.
So he's clearing him down to 3000, so he must be close.
Descend altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1003, and direct to Laxmo, Ryanair, Victor Golf.
Dublin Control, Shamrock 348, ready for taxi, sir.
Shamrock 848, taxi, link 3, left onto Foxtrot, Echo 1, hold short runway 3.
Taxi link 3, left on the Foxtrot, Echo 1, hold short runway 38, Shamrock 348.
I'm in flight sim, Cian. See, that's where I am. I'm in my Nissan Pajero, which is pumping out white smoke. Could be a problem with the head gasket, but we'll look at that later on. Oh, Mitsubishi Pajero. Yeah, jeez. So with vPilot, there's an option when you connect to the checkbox, a checkbox on the connect part where you connect as an observer. So as far as interference goes, I'm not interfering with anybody because I'm not talking. I'm tuned into the frequency. I'm tuned into the air traffic control frequency to monitor, but I'm not transmitting on it. So I'm not interfering on the live frequency, and I'm not interfering with the traffic because they can't see me. So as far as arriving and departure aircraft are concerned, they won't even know I'm there. So yeah, that's how I'm doing it. But I'm talking to the controller and we're in TeamSpeak, so we're just role-playing the radio communications through TeamSpeak. Oh, how do I get a working car? Alright. That's the one I'm using. You'd be surprised, there's actually there's a good few vehicles and stuff like that people made. Not that many though. But you see, because I've got Orbex Ireland installed, I could technically, using the road network, drive from Dublin to Cork, and it would probably take about 2.5 hours. Like if I drove off the airfield, I'd probably be able to go onto the M50 motorway and just follow that and try find my way down to Cork using that. But I'm obviously not going to do that. Cheers to follow under, would appreciate it.
Summer 33, surface wind check 27 degrees,
but it's
24
possible.
knots with a maximum gust of 34 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on which edge, Summer 33.
Yeah, there's boats as well. I saw a couple of Navy ships and aircraft carriers and stuff like that, and yachts. Like, obviously I'm just trying this out tonight, but if there's a busy event and I'm not controlling in it, I might do it again. But I mean, anybody can do this. Anybody can load in as an observer with a vehicle. Because I mean, I could literally drive at that Aer Lingus now, and he wouldn't even know I was there. So I'm not even interfering with it. No, Keen, see, that's the thing. Can't connect as an observer because he definitely won't have Mitsubishi Pajero in his model matching. So I'd probably show up as an A320 or something to him.
Runway 30 off from that, clear and LS approach runway 28 before established.
Clear LS approach runway 28 before established, runway 28 to go.
Okay, so we have somebody coming in now on the arrival as well. Jeez, what's that, a Kabul climb out?
So we're going to throw Shamrock 348, passing altitude version 900 feet.
Summer 348, they're going to identify climb
Yeah.
level 230.
It could be easy, but
Definitely level 230, Shamrock 348.
alright, so we'll hang out here now for the next arrival. He should be coming up in the ILS. But I think there's another departure. Did I see another Aer Lingus? Thought I saw another Aer Lingus over there somewhere. Oh, there he is. You can see his lights off in the distance, in the cloud. Extra just role playing a bit of airport operations. But it's really just a fancy way of plane spotting. Yeah, logged in as an observer, so arriving, departing traffic can't see me, ATC can't see me. But I'm role playing in TeamSpeak with the controller.
So. Runway 28, clears land.
So as you can see, it's a very Japanese Pajero. It's a very small one with Japanese writing on it. But yeah, beggars can't be choosers.
Last station calling for a radio check, readability about 155, configuring readability.
Jesus, readability was very bad.
Dublin Center, Lima uniform, was a radio check now? Golf Lima uniform, yeah, readability 5. Only 5 by 5, thank you.
Yeah, Fabio, it actually, funny enough, it doesn't take off. So obviously the airfoil is configured that it tries to handle as best as a ground vehicle as it can, even though it's an airfoil. So yeah. Henry, apparently you can't do it with X Squawk Box. You need to go through Euroscope. So if you load up Euroscope, connect to Euroscope as an observer, and connect to localhost through X Squawk Box. That's how it's done. No, VPilot it's only for FSX PTV.
348, no for ITC, continuously from 122 miles, how good in?
Oh, he's through the cloud.
No for ITC, you will need home 122 decimal, next station was to service case, we can answer by Shamrock 348.
Dublin Center.
Jesus, he's 8 in road.
Uniform India, requesting some touch and goes in the pattern for today. Uniform India, Dublin 1. Sure, you're set up for clearance with the Holden Point and ready for taxi to QNH 1003. Paul, when we're ready for taxi, if you can say the squawk one more time, that would be fine, thank you. The squawk would be...
That's the other thing, Henry, you probably need some sort of...
Already start up through.
Emulator first.
Before when we're ready for taxi, and squawk 7 for off Lima Uniform India.
Why not expect to go for KJ on packet 6?
950 Golf, welcome to Dublin, taxi Bravos, Hotel 2, hold short runway 163.
Bravo, Hotel 2, hold short 1634, run at Epic Golf.
And Dublin, Ops 1.
Ops 1, patch message.
Ops 1, West Point, looking to enter runway 1028 for runway inspection.
Ops 1 by the West Point, enter runway 28, listen out all times report, vacating.
By West Point, enter 28, listen out all times, require vacating, Ops 1. Yeah, that's the thing, Henry. That's the one thing kind of gets me a bit. Yeah, about VATSIM is that, you know, why can't we have nice things? There's always something that will block you. And in your case, being Mac, it's the fact that like you have X-Plane, but you need to use your scope to get into observer mode.
Dublin Center, Golf, Lima Uniform India, ready to taxi the runway. Golf, Lima Uniform India, taxi via Romeo, turn right onto runway 1634, hold short of...
Here you go, Nick, I posted the link for you. Probably should be looking out on the runway for FOD instead of looking at the planes.
Hotel 1 link 4, stand 25.
Supposed to do a graduated left and right across the runway to make sure.
Golf runway uniform India, we are cleared to the runway via Romeo 16 and 34. Hold short of Papa, taxiway for Golf runway uniform India.
Right, 86 Golf, holding short 1634.
And I 6 Golf, cross runway 1634, taxi, Hotel 1, link 4, stand 25.
Could you say the stand number again for us for 86 Golf?
86 Golf, stand 125.
Runway 1634, Hotel 1, link 4, stand 125, run 86 Golf.
Dublin Center, Golf, Lima Uniform India. We're looking for this taxi at the moment, but we're kind of lost. Golf, Lima Uniform India, turn right on the runway and continue straight away to the end, hold short runway 28. So all the way to the end, hold short runway 28. Turn around the runway and go all the way down. On the runway for offering a uniform India.
And Dublin, Ops 1.
Ops 1, Dublin, go ahead.
Ops 1, we're clear, runway 1028, we're on Bravo. We're looking to follow Bravo back to the fire station.
Ops 1, Roger, Bravo's to the fire station, remain clear of runway 28 at all times.
Bravo's back to the fire station, will remain clear of 1028 all times, Ops 1. Yeah, Nick, you just put it in sim objects aircraft just as if you were installing a normal add-on aircraft, and it's inside your it'll be inside your hangar then. Cheers for YouTube sub, Nick, appreciate it. Davey, I think the only rule I'm breaking is wasting bandwidth because I'm connected as an observer. I'm not actively interfering with aircraft because I'm connected as an observer. They can't see me. I'm not talking on the communication frequency. I'm just monitoring, as you can hear. And the controller knows I'm doing it because I'm role playing with him in TeamSpeak. So if VATSIM are going to throw the book at me, I imagine it's only wasting bandwidth.
Yes, sir, we are ready. Golf Lima, uniform, yeah, you cleared. Left hand VFR circuits, runway 28, not above altitude 1,700 feet, QNH 1003, squawking 7,000. Move to the left hand, turn at departure, and squawk 1,000. Golf Lima, uniform from India, just confirmed, so it'll be left hand circuits, runway 28, not above 1,700 feet, the QNH 1003, squawk 7,000. At or below 1,000 or 700, QNH 103 and squawk 7,000. I did not get the first part of that transition or transmission for Lima uniform.
Cheers for the YouTube, or cheers for
following.
following.
From India, thanks. Clear takeoff runway 28. Surface wind 270 degrees, 24 gusting 34 knots. Already clear for takeoff from 28 and we for Lima uniform. Yeah.
Hello, Shamrock 990 inbound on S28.
Shamrock 990, Dublin, squawk 6600, and squawk 1 Charlie.
6600, smoke C, Ryanair, sorry, Shamrock 990.
Shark 990, thanks. Identified from that mode clear ILS approach runway 28, first message.
From last runway 28, report established, Shamrock 990.
Oh, I think we have another rival coming in, so I'm going to go back and watch him. Davey, that's a very, very, very touchy subject. I mean, what I'm doing now is technically against the VATSIM code of conduct because I'm, you know, wasting bandwidth observing. But you know, that's a topic I'm not going to get into. But it'd obviously have to be heavily regulated and stuff like that. This topic has been discussed a good few times over the years, and it's always been a no. And I don't think that's going to change, to be honest. Like as I said, being connected as an observer, I'm not interfering with aircraft. I'm not interfering with Dublin Ops 1.
Ops 1, Dublin, go ahead.
Ops 1, we're looking to enter via Bravo, cross 2810 back to West Point.
Also, clear cross runway 28, listen out. All times report vacated.
Clear cross 28, we'll listen out and we quite vacated Ops 1. Turn on light.
Check microphone, checker 1, 2. Checking readability of 5.
I think we took the wrong access road. It's back this way we're supposed to go.
Are there any port vehicles on the frequency? Port 1, go ahead. Sean, can I do establish LS runway 28, 7 miles. Summer Command 0, continue the approach to surface wind 270 25 with a mark of 6 knots. Okay, thank you. Continue approach, copy the winds, and the event of Mr. Approach vehicle south due to weather overhead, yield, Echo, Summer Command 0. Sure, the event of Mr. Approach, left turn heading 180 degrees, top climb altitude 3 east. Roger, 3,000 feet and southwester in the event of Mr. Approach, Summer Command 0.
Dublin Ops 1, we're vacated 1028 at West Point.
Ops 1, roger, thank you, main clear runway 28.
We're main clear, Ops 1.
Summer Command 0, the surface wind 270 degrees, 25 with a maximum gust of 36 knots, runway 28, you are clear to land. Clear to land, runway 28, Summer Command 0.
Oh yeah, Davey, I would as well, but like I said, I think this has been kind of hashed out enough that they're just going to say no. All I can see is strobes through the cloud. Alright, so that arrival's on the way.
Wind check. 270 degrees, 25 at a maximum gust of 36 knots, minimum 13.
Alright, so he's through the clouds now on his way. Yeah, cheers, Davey.
Shark 901 there.
Oh, did he go around?
Shark 901.
Oh, he went around. Why did he go around?
Shark 990, continue to left turn, heading 110 degrees, stop climb altitude 3000 feet.
Yeah, probably looked like he was landing a bit long, alright.
I will take vectors for a 5 mile
Hazel, how you doing?
or we can lock around Hope and establish visual or Shamrock landing 0.
Shamrock landing 0, would you like to take a visual from there?
I am still.
Yeah, we'll continue on the heading and take the visual ourselves. Shamrock landing 0.
Shamrock landing 0, Roger, for finals, runway 28, there is no traffic to affect you within the area.
Here, for final, Shamrock landing 0.
Hey JP, how you doing? These aren't shenanigans. They'd be shenanigans if I was actively connected to the network, but I'm passively connected as an observer. And I'm not driving up and down the runway at 20 miles an hour screaming certain phrases, so just role-playing operations. Yeah, them emissions. Looks like the head gasket's about to go. All the white smoke coming out the back. You see,
Shamrock
where this kind of
990, just a beam host and the field is in sight.
Shamrock 990, swing 270 degrees, 25, the maximum gust of 36 Let's continue approach.
Oh, there he is in the background. No, what was I going to say? This would really come into its own if you were using Oculus Rift. I imagine doing this with Oculus Rift or HTC Vive would be really immersive. Well, if the NCT want to come out onto the airfield, that's up to them.
Final 0, great land ready to 8, surface wind 270 degrees 25, clipping 36 knots.
And duration working on 90.
Well, you see, I mean, that's where the world of flight sim could kind of branch off into the, you know, MMO RPG kind of thing. You know, like with VATSIM, you know, they'd have to manage Dublin, but I mean, obviously, the games don't simulate any of that, so. Plus, people use third-party stuff for that anyway. GSX for all the ground stuff. I mean, even I use GSX when I fly. Crows are just something different. Just role-playing operations. I should be monitoring the frequency, but I don't know, is that guy departing or not? Yeah. Well, no, that's the Aer Lingus on the way in. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you land, somebody'd have to refuel you, that kind of stuff. But I mean, FSX and P3D don't have the simulation in that to simulate that, so. Yeah, he must be departing. JPM over, I think this is Iona. Is this Iona behind me? I'm on the south side of 1028, about a third of the way up. Or half, yeah, no, it's about a third of the way up from the 28 side. Turn off the lights. So I'm on the service road, as you can see. No, I'm using EasyDock. No, JP, I'm connected as an observer, so I'm not actively interfering, I'm just passively observing. So, they can't see me. As far as they're concerned, they won't even know I'm here. And I'm not talking on frequency, I'm just doing the, I'm role-playing the radio communications through TeamSpeak with the actual controller, so I'm in the same TeamSpeak channel as him. Yeah, Daniel, I have the sounds turned on. But I mean, I'm just using the vanilla default AI sounds. I know you can get packs and stuff like that for them, but...
No, they're only located for stand 410.
From taxi Bravos, cross 1634, Bravo 1, stand 410.
Relation working on it.
Yeah, he looked like he was in a rush, alright. He left the immersion on. Alright, we're gonna head back to the operations fire station after this. Guy departs. But I have a sneaky suspicion he's in a light aircraft that's just showing up as an A320. I don't think he's in an actual A320, so... Oh, Jesus, his wheels weren't even down. And Dublin Ops 1.
Ops 1, go ahead.
Ops 1, we're at West Point. We're looking to cross runway 1028. Bravo, back to the fire station.
Ops 1, from West Point, cleared across runway 28, report vacated.
From West Point, clear across to 1028, call vacated, Ops 1. Dublin Ops 1, we're vacated runway 1028 in Bravo.
Ops 1, Roger, you can proceed to the fire station.
Proceed back to the fire station, Ops 1. Alright guys, I'm gonna close there now. I don't think there's any more arrivals or departures in, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all who followed on Twitch, subbed on YouTube, guys, appreciate it. And yeah, I'll probably do this again at some point. I'll try post up something about it, but thanks always, and I'll catch you in the next stream, guys. Good night.